Hey guys, and welcome back again to me when playing City Skylines, today in my city of Springvalley. So yesterday I did have a 2.5 hour session here building mainly my new international airport. Let's call it an international airport, and this whole like interchange thingy that's established over here. And yeah, there are a couple of things that I want to focus on with this episode. First of all, I want to decorate the airport in a more reasonable fashion or way, and I also want to include maybe a space station over there if it's not too much for the leftover area in the actually western part of my city. Because why I'm mentioning western part, so this is north, south, west, east, so I want to establish it here, not there, but over here in that, leftover square or area that doesn't have any builds on. And I also want to decorate this part here. So far, it finally seems to work, which is a good thing, because first of all, initially, I didn't expect this to happen, to be honest. I was very much worried about this not working out properly. But finally it does work. Everything's connected, and the only thing I googled, I had to Google it, and I wasn't aware of that, and it's honestly a shame that like Paradox Interactive didn't take care of this, because it seems to happen since quite a long time. In City Skylines 1, with the new airports that are included in the base game with the extension or mod, it's like an upgrade, it's an extension. So you will always experience like kind of crime and also waste management issues. As you can see, I have literally two police stations immediately right next to the airport. They should have both a connection to the upper part and the lower part of this departure and arrivals. Let's call it a collector road here. And I also do have another police station somewhere over here. I don't remember which one it is, but that's it. So it should be covered very, very well indeed. So I'm wondering why this is still an issue and why the developers haven't taken care of this yet. Yeah, and as I said, this episode I'll focus on decorating things first, making sure that everything's set up correctly, and then in the end, and that needs water, so I'll quickly check on that. I'm sorry, I also put in a couple of a few more services and other buildings right into my city area, which is the reason why maybe some of them might still be disconnected from the network overall. So I'm definitely going to solve that right now. So water is clear. I'm just checking on electricity. Yeah, that's not connected either. So not a good thing. Not really a good thing that happens here, but right now it should be connected. So I'm checking, is there anything else that doesn't connect up well? So there are not enough workers, so that's maybe another thing I will tackle in the future, but for now, let's get started again with Strawberry City Airport. And in case you haven't subscribed to me yet, please consider doing that, because obviously I want to grow my channel over time, especially before the launch of City Skylines 2, because as soon as the new game is out, I will make a switch, like probably a hard switch between Skylines 1, Skylines 2. I'm so excited about it, but in the past few weeks I got less excited about it, because all the dev news that they published, I think I mentioned that in the last episode, I don't really care about the life of individual citizens, so that's maybe something I have to live with. for now, because it reminds me a lot of what was that game called, like The Sims, I think it was, where you were able to have a family, have friends, have a house, have them come over, have a party in your house, in your building, whatnot. I never really liked this game, honestly. The graphics were shitty, and yeah, for that time the graphics were great. I'm sorry, and I'm absolutely sorry if I'm like yeah, if I'm not making any friends here of the with my probably hardcore The Sims players. I'm very sorry about this, but I never liked it. It was such a, well, that game, I played it obviously because I liked everything of City Skylines, of Maxon, and I think was Maxon the developer. I don't know whether they still exist or whether they don't. Unfortunately, yeah, they might be already gone off the market. However, yeah, sorry, before I'm losing everything over here, please subscribe, please like my video, please leave me a comment down below. I'm more than happy to ask your answer your questions, and from there I'll start with the decorations first, and I'll be back for you in a couple of minutes. So have fun and stay tuned. So I just figured I have no more budget left. Strange, eh? So I'll let the game run for a second. No, I don't want to bail out. No. That's not an option. I'm rejecting that because I think I can still make a profit. And that kind of decoration already cost me a lot. So hopefully my plan works out. So I'll let the game run for a few minutes and watch the air traffic happening here in this area. And yeah, from then on, I think we can move forward with adjusting things and modifying things and create beautiful new things here. So I'll be back for you in a few. Yeah, so I think I reached a stage where I can get started again or continue building like the outstanding things here, and hopefully my funds don't I hope I don't have to worry too much about my remaining funds, because yeah, it's a little bit annoying when you do not have enough left here. But I think there's not a lot to do. I need to do right now. Just fixing a few minor things here, like this here. And I think also that here probably. Yeah, so that should be it for now, at least when it comes to tarmac and everything else. So I guess that's enough for now. What I also wanted to start with is using the forest brush here with my favorite tool set. So I want to put in some trees. Those aren't too expensive. It's just a slight modification for my bushes and trees that I have here in the surrounding areas. I just think that this is actually too much, so I'm removing these because they shouldn't sit right next to the tarmac. And then I'm starting to search for the airport fence. I think this is it, and I'm wondering whether I can pull that off, kind of thing here, to add a proper fencing to my airport area, because obviously I don't want to have people crossing the airport itself, or getting to the airport itself. I don't want to have that happening. So that is it. Get over there. So that's connected, and then I'll continue doing that, and I'll be back for you as soon as I'm finished. So now I have to check in, I'm wondering why, again, why actually my parking thing is not really working. Public transport, I'm just checking because I remember a couple of episodes ago, quite a while ago actually, I did have some things. I think it was with the network multi-tool. I have to check it because I remember that there are some settings. Network anarchy. It's not there. Not the move it mod for sure. Intersection marking tool for sure not. Picker, precision engineering. Tree, unified visibility, control surface, traffic manager. Maybe the traffic manager could be. So enable tutorial message scan for gameplay. Enable dynamic, more realistic parking. Yeah, it's activated. Yeah. So I think it is what it is. People are not using this parking lot, but why should they? Probably because I don't have any bus stations nearby. That's something that could definitely happen. So I wanted to take them on a detour here, maybe to over there, and go back here to make this a little bit more attractive. Yeah, I removed it. I successfully removed it. So going from here to over there and back to here. So that's closed now. Maybe that attracts a few more people and cars, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, cars are parking here and they are using this quite extensively. So I'm positive that I'm not doing the wrong thing here. The only second guess I have, because I already had this with the other parking lot, is that the slope of this thing is a difficulty. But no, I guess it's not. Maybe it's just not attractive. But as soon as buses are coming in there and going out there, it might be a bit better, actually. So yeah. Oh, and I have probably to disable parking here. So I'm doing that first with the help of the traffic manager. Remove all parking options here, there, over there, also over here, also over there. I don't want to see anyone parking here. They should either walk, use public transport, or even better, choose the parking lot. I'm curious to see like the there you go. Sneaky. So you only need to disallow the parking on the roadside in a close or far away enough area of a parking lot, and then you can probably see first cars dropping in, and that sounds good. So that looks at least a bit more reasonable, and I hope with that bus station that people tend to come in a bit more likely here. So that whole mess of an intersection, well, I wouldn't call it being a mess, but it's quite extensive, and I get that. Like it's huge. Cars are using it. Lanes are in use. Both directions. Yeah, so probably there's something weird going on. No, it's not. I can change that ever so slightly, and also this here. It's not ideal. I know it. I don't like building things too close together. But in that case, I didn't have any other option except for the fact that I could lead this down there and have those guys just... Oh, that'd be interesting. That'd be actually interesting. So I'm giving that a try, because this is a one-way. And I want those. Okay, I'm deleting both of the upwards connections here. And also this downwards connection. I want this to go back there. So it's a little detour. It might cause extra traffic here, but let's wait and see for that. So yeah, either way, I think for now I'm good with what I created here. And now I want to reach 100k citizens, and I'm kind of struggling with that since a few episodes already. So I'm wondering, I'm checking my city services now. So power seems okay, water seems good. Water tank usage. Does this do any, does this create any major difference? Should I just create a tank? Oh, interesting. Pumping service, and let's check. Because I do have a huge service area here that I haven't used really so far. Or maybe I should just put some tanks in there and see what we can do with that. So yeah, let's go for that. this still possible? Can I still pull that off? Yeah, probably. It's a bit tight. Yeah, but it is what it is. Like, you can't change it. Can't really change that here. This doesn't work. That doesn't work either. Okay, let's go for this. So connecting those up to the water network is an easy job. Back to there. Also, this needs to be connected. So that's settled, basically. Okay, so I do have water tank usage. Garbage looks good. I have more than enough facilities for that. Elementary school, so I have a problem there. High school, even more. University, kind of challenging. Yeah, but it's only the like usage of public libraries, but I can't really change that. Like, if people don't want to. Yeah, what can I do about that? Healthcare, good. Crematorium is good. Childcare is okay-ish. So that's fine. I would say it's good. Levels. Wind turbines. Traffic 84. It's not too bad. Like, pollution. Do you have any pollution issues? Not at the airport. It's only that little bit and piece here. Noise pollution might be a bigger issue there. Hazard. Yeah, obviously. Like, it's taken into account everything on my city area, including the forest. So that shouldn't be that much of a problem either. Then we have crime, which is low. Not at an all-time low. Population, employed, jobs are enough available, 4% unemployed. That's just not a lot. Importing goods, or what am I importing? Like mail? Exporting mail. So the only thing missing is fish here. Land value is pretty high, I would say. It's not too bad either. So that's only blue. However, natural resources. Then, yeah, leisure. Do we have anything leisure related? Yeah, parks and such. Leisure. That's not fully covered. However, Fahrenheit heating. Is it important for me to have that? No, I guess not, since I'm not playing in any kind of winter scenario. Road maintenance. High coverage almost throughout the city, I would say, because I added a bunch of services regarding this. Oh, boosted. Bad condition. Normal, boosted. Yeah, okay, fine. Escape routes. Coverage, fine. Radio, I would say it's all good. Destruction, no, don't see that, not in my city. Disaster detection is also all good, it's very high. Traffic routes, tourism, I have only a few tourism options. Tourism, blah blah. Park maintenance is also quite fine. Industry, post offices, yeah, all good. Fishing, I have none yet. Financial boost, so yeah, this is obviously helpful. However, so I'm searching for one specific thing here, and it's that's what I wanted to have. 200k must be placed roadside, so I can do probably one thing. Like I could potentially, because I want to kind of align it with this here. No, it's not. It shouldn't be elevated, huh? It should not be elevated at all, because there's no reason to do that. So I could give this a try and add in the international or the space station here like this, then spatial launch site. That's nice. Robotics Institute. So that's a nice connection for now. At least it should work, huh? Just checking in on my police coverage. Don't want to have another police station. Yeah, I could put down one there, and oh, it's the fire coverage. So I'm sorry about this. And also need a doctor's office probably. You never know. And also need some water, obviously. So that looks nice. That looks good. Do these guys get electricity? Yeah, from the airport, which is enough. So I have this space station over here. So I want to create, in the end, something kind of significant here, because it would make sense to just create something special here. So now I'm building a touristy cedar district here. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I also want to attract a couple more visitors to my city, to maybe get more people coming to Springvalley here by plane and not only by car. So I'm just wondering, that looks still very, very cramped. Like, I might want to change that. Or not only I might want to change that, I will change that. Because it looks a bit off here. Like, this in the middle of a hotel-y area, no. You wouldn't want to live with that. But here it looks even more like less out, or let's say less out of place than it did before. So bring this back up, and I want to check on the, yeah, that's fine. That's all connected. And then I can check on this here. Put in some trees here. Put in some trees there. Maybe 2 rows of trees here. Close by the airport. Lots of hotels and inns and whatnot. Alongside with the science center. A couple of those standard buildings. Don't have a lot of visitors, and the expo center, which kind of makes sense. Like, being close to the airport's never a bad choice for an expo center to be at. So that's not too bad. I also want to again make sure that nobody is parking there, even if they would like to, and I absolutely get that. I can't allow it simply because people love to, because otherwise nobody would be using here my parking lot, and that's something I don't want to see happening. I'm just wondering how the parking lot over here is doing. Yeah, there are more cars parking in there now. So I added in a new train station here, and in addition to that also a new bus line that leads to Cedar District in 2, I think there's 2 stops actually that I included, and the other one stops over here, and then it goes there to the hotel district and back to like this train station. Since it's quite close to the airport, I think this is quite a significant and important location, or at least connection over there. And I'm curious, there is already the first passenger train coming, and so no, but it's stopping. It's not stopping. So yeah, that's fine. That's all good. So I'm decorating. Yeah, I'm continuing to decorate a couple of things here. in addition to what I already have, and I'm curious, like when I switch to the line mode back, yeah, it still has my settings active. So I want to decorate this inner kind of place here as well with some trees, and the same thing for this here, just to make sure that, yeah, they have enough greenery in their surroundings. And I'm wondering, like 87,000, so I'm losing citizens at the moment for whatever reason, maybe because I'm not having like a lot of funds currently in my account. This could be one case indeed where, yeah, I might be required to add more, yeah, or wait a little bit just to add more funds to it. And from here, I think I'm connecting this up so that we don't have any roads without endings here, even though it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but probably planes from over here. Well, they can't even cross here. That's interesting. So let me check on this. I want to make sure that it goes over there. No, actually, they can. And they just don't have an option here. Yeah, maybe they are crossing here. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense, to be honest. So I'm wondering when the first passenger train actually stops here. Does it stop? No, it doesn't stop. Not yet. So the bus is waiting here for new passengers. It says operating normally, so there should be sooner or later some kind of bus coming in. And yeah, from there, oh, there's again garbage has piled up. Yeah, but well, how should I? How can I? So what can I add here? It's green. It's supposed to be green. Yeah, I think I'm adding another road in here. A bit further away from my hotel thingy close. That's a bit of a roundabout kind of thing here. Not really ideal, but so let me check whether we can pull this off kind of. Yeah, I think this causes a lot of pollution here. Maybe I'm moving this out of the whole thing. Yeah, probably. I'll give it a try and see what happens. Yeah, I wish those would be less pollutant to my surroundings and to my, yeah, whole city as they are, but yeah, I can't really change that now. No, it's only a detour that they are taking. That's probably a bit close, which is the reason why they don't prefer it. Might be. That actually might be the reason why. Or the angle is just weird. Yeah, so either way, I think I'm quite happy with the short episode here. So now it's all about collecting some money. So I'll let the game run now for quite a while. Maybe I'll cut this out just to make sure that you don't have to wait at all until I reach more funds, and then I can get started building out more room and more space for my citizens, because the demand is really high in residential zones at the moment. But yeah, I need to leverage that some kind of way. Just wondering whether I can like pull it off to build a few. Yeah, they're dropping in right away. Same goes for this here probably. and also that here. So I'm changing the density of this whole thing here ever so slightly. And I'm wondering how we're doing with schools here. Not good at all. So I want to give it a try here. Extend this road further out. Maybe to something like this here. Add a new elementary school, but also something like this here. So this might also improve the quality of life here. And then I'm adding in something like a cul-de-sac. It's not really a cul-de-sac, but gives me the option to increase the density of my houses here quite a bit. And then I also have to extend my water network to here, move it out there, bring it over there. Yeah, and then I'll let things run for a bit and see how far we can come and how my funds are changing over time. So I'll leave you with this view right now. And yeah, I'll be back for you in a second or two. Maybe I'm just going to skip this part. Yeah, so while I'm waiting for more funds, I think I'm gonna put some more work into my districts here, because I want to make sure that, like, one thing that I saw just shortly is that I do not have as many parks as I probably should have across my city. So I want to put in a few more of these Japanese parks here, because I like them very much, the Japanese gardens, and just want to provide everyone, if possible, with access to those parks, because that gives everyone, or I think this should give the whole residential thing a huge boost potentially. It should also improve things quite significantly. So I can't improve everything here. Now I'm also using some of the smaller parks probably. Just checking, yeah, there's a small area, this is fine. There's another small one over here. Oh, what else could I use here? I could kind of cheat and define this as a park area, but it doesn't really make sense from my perspective to cheat there. So I want to have one big park here. I think people will love it anyway, and I think that's quite good for maybe there. We also need another small park to create some improvement here. There's another one. So more people might consider moving in, but currently I'm losing more citizens than ever before, and I'm just wondering why there is not really a positive thing. The other thing I wanted to build over time is a zoo. Maybe that's something for that area here. Honestly, I would love to see that, but this doesn't really boost my citizen, like the amount of citizens in any kind of shape or form. So maybe that's not even very helpful. So let me put down another library here. Losing a few of the smaller homes here. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a mistake. Like this here should be fine. And I'm wondering what kind of zones these are. This is... I have a street running through there. So potentially... Oh, there's one library. There's another one. So I would need another library location probably over here. This is even bigger than the road here. I don't want to delete that. There's no space for a library available. There it looks good for a library. That's perfect. There should be another library here. So probably I want to locate one. Maybe there. And maybe there's another opportunity for a new library like here. I'm sorry that you guys are losing your home here. I hope it's not too bad for you. And I'm wondering how much of a different... Oh, you can see it, like it's already becoming a difference, or it's already making a difference. That's how I should say that. When I put down a few libraries here, which is great. Again, checking in here. Oh yeah, this is packed with residentials. So maybe a library here. If I could put down one there. So maybe one there. That's not too bad. And another one. Okay, there are pathways going through. Another library would be needed for sure here somewhere. So there are some bigger homes and whatnot. And probably another one. Well, I could also check my funding. Like the funding for the libraries is maybe another important factor. I could choose to build one library here, not too bad. Maybe also regarding healthcare, something like this here. I'm again losing money, guys. But that's, yeah, as you were able to experience, like there's no huge reason for me to be worried about this. It's just the way it is. I'm not too worried about it anyway. So, at least not right now. There goes one. Maybe some education here as well, like primary. Maybe something like this here. Does that cover? Doesn't really cover anything. Oh, what is it? Crematorium. Yeah, it's a crematorium. It covers everything here. And this is pretty much covered anyway. So every time I'm losing money, I'm also losing citizens. It seems to be like that. Maybe I'm mistaken here. So the other thing I wanted to figure out here. So yeah, this is Cedar District. That's my whole farming area. Amity Center is probably another forest industry in the future. Another big thing here. Rosewood Land, I'm not yet sure whether I'm going to use this as an industrial area or not. I'm still hesitant to build out this new part here, but maybe I'm just focusing on that one here for now. and making this a nice and I need a 2-lane with grass median and bicycle here. So I'm wondering now, I quickly set up a new district here, following a different pattern than before. So with some high density residential buildings and also some like commercial, low density what happened? Or maybe I lost a football match. So let me check and see, is there any source of what's happening there? No, not enough goods to sell. Okay, that's another topic. Yeah, so I set down here a new little district / zone. I'm just curious how this develops and whether it develops fine and nicely. What I also want to set up, and this is something I'm quickly doing here, is actually a new park area. And I think this is also a park area, isn't it? Yeah, it should be. Hawthorne Park. Oh no. Let me check. There we go. So a Hawthorne Park is actually way bigger than it currently is. So they are all supported with parks. And the other thing I have to add is a new park over here. Because this might give us also a big boost of new citizens. Briar Rose Park, and I think even about creating a bigger green belt here up to the highway and all its surroundings. So I'm giving up a lot of space here, not by accident but on purpose, for a new park area, Briar Rose Park. And I want to include some special things there, like making sure that all my citizens have access to a few more amenities than they currently have. That's fine. Okay. I'm including this here. Doesn't really matter, even though it's an on and off ramp thing. So yeah, this should also give us some options here in the future to build a better new park here. And what I want to do is set up a huge main entrance area here. I don't have a lot of funds right now, so that's worrying me just slightly. Perfect. And another one, let's say over here. Another entrance to this parkish area. It has not yet developed completely. And probably first taking care of this reason why I'm actually leading this whole path so close by the so close next to the highway is that I believe it saves me a lot of space that I could reutilize or utilize for other things, like a lot of extras that I want to build into this park. One goes straight here, other one could go there, maybe there's another thing here. So what I want to include besides the regular stuff, I'm starting with the park cafe, and there needs to be one close by the entrance. Another one should go here. I'd love to have another one there. And one more, let's say, if I can squeeze it in there. Then some restrooms. Another restroom, because there's nothing worse than being in a huge park and then not having any restrooms there. I never get it. An info booth, I think one is enough. What I also want to do is adding some gazebos here. The usual gazebos that I also want to put down here. And then playground. Oh, wrong orientation here. And can I put down, what is that? Park maintenance building. Do I have some options for? Not a soccer field, Australian football, I don't want to see that as well. Like a community baseball field, is there enough room? So I'm trying to sneak this in here somehow. So what I want to have here, and I think it's hidden there, this one, that connects up nicely. I just have to move that gazebo over here. Can I squeeze it in there? And I think it should be connected. So now we have a baseball field here, which is great. I wish they had some splash parks in there, like whole thing. That would be nice. And then, yeah, obviously putting a lot of trees in here because I want to have something with shadows as a sound barrier. Also with, yeah, it's just following more natural, I wouldn't say natural pattern, but a more natural thing here with the forest and trees and whatnot. And then the last thing I'm going to do, I'm also giving this park a nice line of trees, but not with a spacing of 10, but maybe 15 to 16, because then it doesn't look that much cramped here. So that's a huge community park here right now. And I'm absolutely curious to see what happens over time with that. Again, I spent a lot of money here on this. Yeah, but let's wait and see what comes up after a little while. So I'll let the game finally run after fixing this last bit here and giving it some water. So that's all supplied here now. It should be great. But I think Briar Rose Park will be a beautiful park over time. So I let it run now. I want to see how this district develops and how much funds we will have afterwards. So I'll let it run for you now, and I'll be back for you in a few minutes, or I'm going to cut it right away because it's taking too long. So that thingy here developed quite nicely already, which is great. I'm just checking on Briar Rose Park. Yeah, I think entertainment level is more than enough to make sure that maybe I'm cranking up the ticket prices slightly because it's a huge park. It's a bigger park here. And it also might give me some revenue, but actually I expected a little bit more of an outcome here. Even if I gained a few more citizens, but I'm not yet close to my oopsie. Fire department is coming, that's great. Even if I'm not yet close to like 100k that I wanted to achieve in this episode. So that's okay, that's solved. So let me check and see what else I can do here. Madison Park. Did I put anything in there? That's the district name. Okay, fine. Yeah, so what else? I filled this up here pretty nicely. That's a huge thing here. Anyway, the other thing I can do right now is like breaking up this pattern here ever so slightly and making sure that everything's supplied with water and putting in some more dense residential buildings here. Oh, maybe not the full thing here, because I might need some offices here as well. Like this here should be office. And I need more commercial locations as well. So I'm putting in something here and probably also over there. So I'm curious what happens now, whether offices and commercial buildings are coming here. I'm wondering about my water supplies, to be honest. So what's that doing here? Is that still all supplied? It all looks blue. Yeah, it does look blue. So everything should be fine here. This is more like a low income, high density residential zone, I think, in the end. Because all the surroundings are not that pleasing for residents to move in, I believe. So yeah, definitely something I have to work on after a little bit, because those residents here that most likely have a higher land value, those buildings here, they will probably stay. And I'm just wondering, should I keep some low rise in between there? Yeah, maybe I can't make it like a full downtowny area anyway. So it looks almost like Manhattan here. No, but it isn't. It doesn't look like Manhattan. So I'll wait a little bit further and see how we can, what we will achieve with these initial things here over time. So I'll let the game run again for a bit and I'll be back for you. So I think, guys, I'm currently at a point where I'm actually, like, I was thinking about many things. I could continue like that and like build more residential areas and whatnot. At least I reached the 90k mark, which is a bit higher than the other thing, but I wanted to have a look at my traffic flow and the public transport thing. And the average traffic is still at like 83%, which is kind of good. Honestly, there are a couple of things that I don't like at all. And it, like, the main thing that usually that so much gets on my nerves, honestly, is the subway. So what I do want to do is I want to delete all this subway network, and I'm just wondering, can I somehow delete, yeah, let me pick it, metro tracks. Okay, probably I can select all of these at once and then get rid of them. Did I? Or did I not? No, I guess I didn't. I'm just wondering. Metro tracks. So it clearly says metro tracks. Yeah, it clearly says it. So I'm wondering if I'm selecting all. For sure I selected all. Okay, yeah, it's all gone. So that's perfect. Because then I can basically start new right from the start, and I also want to delete all these lines here. Yeah, I'm sure about that. Yeah, people are complaining right now, so I might lose a few more citizens here again with just due to that change. But honestly, for now, I think that should be good. Good-ish, kind of. So I'm going to rebuild my subway network, and I'm also incorporating another, I think, more or less significant change here, which is I'm upgrading, and this is bad for my park here, this kind of thing here. And I want to have that road run through it here. I want to upgrade this, upgrade that, and I have to rework. I get it. Like this whole park thing here. I have to reorganize that a little bit because that's, yeah, usually kind of a problem, because it kind of pushes things backwards. And again here, same thing with that here, and also with this here. I'm pushing it backwards, pushing that backwards. I have to put in again some decoration alongside it. Yeah, probably like this here should be fine. So I want to upgrade, like use this here to set clear boundaries and a clear like thing here. Make it clear that this is a park area and nothing else but a park area. And the other thing I might have to do is, yeah, delete that again, probably. So what's the park fence? Is this one going here and going there? And then I can probably move this node here, this little node. And this sits also again too close to the sidewalk. But then I can probably push it out a little bit further. And then also make sure that I'm rebuilding this here I'm also moving that ever so slightly out, and also this ever so slightly out. So I think this should make a nice, more or less nice corner. And that gets moved as well, so that should be fine. So now I have avenues, one straight avenue all the way through, which is kind of a good thing, but I will need now some new metro stations. And at least when it comes to the metro here, I think about more or less every second city block I should probably have one. Okay, not yet over there, and they should make a turn. Let me check. I need another road. Yeah, that mainly runs through everything here. So I'm going to set up my underground subway stations first, and I'll be back for you in a few minutes. So I'm not 100% sure whether what I did was actually very smart. I added a lot of subway stations, a lot of subway lines, as you can see. And I'm not 100% sure whether all this revenue that I'm currently losing here, whether I can ever make it up. And I'm just wondering where it comes from. Like from a budgeting perspective, I don't know. Campus areas, expenses, whatnot. So, public transport expenses. So I have to check. Yeah, profit minus 23,000. So that's huge. That's huge. Honestly, maybe I have to crank up my taxes ever so slightly. I think 12%, 13. Let's go for 13 for the moment. I want to check and see whether my citizens are tolerating this or whether they don't. But that's something I can't really bear any longer here in my city, or whether I'm losing a lot of citizens here. Funny thing is, the more subway stations I have, or seem to have, the more subway lines, the more people are moving in. But I'm losing like money big time here. It's getting less and less and less. And by the way, anyway, I think you guys realized that I cheated along the way, so this wasn't really it wasn't really something I wanted to do. I just wanted to make sure that I can properly set up my subway lines in a good way. And for now, expenses. Parks are giving me more income. Park area income, maybe I can... Maybe I can pull something off here. Not yet sure. Is that so worthy? I don't know. I think I included one subway here, but it's so sunken. Maybe I can bring this up ever so slightly. Yeah, so this looks better now, I think. I believe, the couple of people are traveling here by subway. Oh, what is this all about? Oh, people are complaining about taxes, so that's bad. This is really bad, so I have to make sure that I am adjusting my budget immediately, because I do not want to see this happening. Let's go down to 12, 13, 12, maybe. Just curious whether they still, no, they are fine with that. So everybody's good here. Just checking in on my businesses, because I do not want any of those to suffer. It's good for the business and the industrial areas as well, I think. So probably, oh no, industry is complaining as well. So I want to make sure that I'm lowering my taxes here down to 12. 13 should be fine. So that's gone. That's perfect. I'm still making revenue of about 50k, which is amazing, and people are moving in, so I'm getting closer to my 100k citizens here, which is great. I'm just wondering how I'm doing. Oh, there's another thing pausing the game for now. Who is complaining there? Superb strategy. Taxes too high, so offices as well. So I think there's not really any kind of reasonable way to crank this up to 30% at least for the time being, I think. So everybody should be fine again. Yeah. Looks as if everybody was fine again. Are they just waiting in line? Yeah, they're just waiting in line. That's good. And I'm taking... How is the traffic doing? 84%. So I'm doing a few modifications here. Because obviously I want to make sure that we're not running into... There are no traffic lights, so why are people waiting? Oh, is it just because of that? Or is it just because they may be not allowed to move right into the crossing if they see any chance? I think they should just go. So highest demand is currently again in my residential zones, for my residential zones here. Not yet sure what I'm doing about this district here. Maybe I'm creating a few high density residential zones actually here as a barrier, kind of a barrier. I'm changing here and there the density in my district for the residential zones. Hopefully that gets me closer to 100k. Yeah, I'm losing first, but then I should be able to get a few more residents in there. I'm also replacing some parts of these here. High luxury things. And I also want to mix commercial and residential here somehow in a better way. Even that might cause traffic issues. Overall, curious to see what's happening. And then I will also obviously need a couple more offices here and there, because I don't want people having to travel too much just to get to work, because that always spoils my whole traffic planning. Sorry guys, have you ever seen something like this happening? I never, literally never. Is this oh, these are all people waiting there outside of the city. I get it. Oh, I kind of get it. What? I've never seen that before. Are these the people waiting in line to get to my town, to get to my city? So I fear at that point in time I may need the 81 tiles mod. Oh no, maybe not. The undo mod worked. So there's something I need to fix. Well, I can't fix it because I'm not allowed to build there. Yeah, that's obviously making things difficult. Okay, I get it. There are so many trains coming in that all the trains that need to leave or want to leave can't actually head out. I'm just wondering whether I can delete a train here. So probably no, I can't select any trains here, so maybe I have to wait and see, because people are lining up, like millions of people are lining up here that want to get into town, as far as I understand it. Yeah, now they're heading out. There's a car. No way. I've never watched this so closely. I think it's actually quite interesting to watch that. Where is this moving to? And those are probably the intercity bus guys that are just waiting here. Can you see how they get into their cars? Oh, that's interesting. That's so funny. Like they are putting out their pocket cars and then they get started and up and running. I've never watched this. This is like fun to watch. Overall, that's really fun to watch. I think this just might take a while, because now it gets back to moving up until there. Yeah, it's a whole train mess again, so I'm a bit worried that over time I again might run into some train issues, and just wondering where it all starts. Whether it's... What did I just recently set up here? Well, I'll have to check those two. Now maybe I'm adjusting this here, because that's too short. Like for the last node, that's way too short. That's not even the length of a train. And this as well is probably too short. Yeah, and if that doesn't fix it, to be honest, I have to use the 81 tiles mod. There's no way around it. But it should help, at least getting trains going. Yeah, so they fit in nicely. That's good. That looks good. So that's moving again. Or this will be moving shortly again. Here we do not see any issues. Just trying to get an impression, like how, yeah, I think the other ones should be good. I'm just wondering, what did I pull in there? And I think it was that passenger station here. No, but it shouldn't cause any troubles. There's a huge length available to get away from there. Here the lineup is maybe not perfect. I'm just checking in on. Yeah, maybe it'll get slightly better over time. Just wondering whether I'm missing anything here from a connectivity standpoint. I think I actually do. Yeah, I think I actually do. Because over here I seem to have no working connection between this here and that part here. So maybe I'm going to fix it right now. And then, since I almost reached my goal with achieving 100k citizens in this episode, I think it should be good. I should be good for now. -7, -1. Yeah, maybe this kind of connection was missing here, so I'll have to wait and see and check it in the next episode, because I don't want to take care of any train messes again with this one. But probably it's time to switch to the 81 tiles mod now, just to make sure that we have used up all the options to take care of this train mess here. Because as you can see, it's red, and trains are piling up here and up until here, and this is like concerning, really concerning. Maybe it's due to the fact that I have a lot more citizens now in my city, and I also need to make sure that the commercial density is a little bit increased. Because I think, people are demanding commercial zones. So they are in high demand for sure. So I want to put down a few more of these and then see how we can get from there. I'm slowly getting back some money. Takes a bit, for sure. And now I'm setting also up another park area, I believe, because this is actually a very good spot for a wonderful park area. So I only need an entrance there, and I think it makes a huge, or will make a huge difference for people visiting one of the stadiums or both of these stadiums when they get a direct connection here. And maybe I'm also creating another park area there. I don't know yet, but so far I'm just setting this up very roughly, because I want to get things started here. So first of all, I think in that case a small park main gate is more than enough. I want to have this here, have another one over there. It tells me not in park area. Yeah, it's a bit nuts here. So maybe just closing this up here. And again down there, I think I will need another gate anyway, so I'll make sure that all this is covered. So I'll have a few side gates. One here, one over there. There's already the main gate, so there's another side gate. And I somehow want to make sure that this becomes a side gate too. So I'm pausing the game very quickly. Putting in a side gate here. And then I'm connecting things back up from here to probably there. So I'm moving that stone thing a bit further out, so that I don't lose it when I'm putting down some pathways here. Moving this further out, that's fine. So it's more or less just a follow me path here. It's nothing very sophisticated, but it still will be fine. Want to have one plaza over here, one cafe, another one here, then restroom, info booth right next to it, and a couple of gazebos along the way, and also probably a climbing frame and maybe some trampoline park here. So as soon as there is a match coming up, I think I can crank up the price for the parks, or for this park, significantly up to $15 or whatever, simoleons, whatever you would like to call them. And I again might need some more offices. I don't think that I need industrial zones here. Yeah, the offices are popping up. What I also can do now, and I think this is not even a bad decision here, is expanding this industrial area slightly. And I'm curious to see what happens there, whether new industry buildings move in or whether they don't. Because I can't imagine that the demand is very, very high for this. Or it could be, potentially. But I don't think it is. I don't expect this. Yeah, a bit pollution. A little bit of pollution here. Yeah, there's something new building. Pretty slowly. Yeah, I think it's not in high demand anyway. So I'm wondering whether this thing here, let's call it an international airport, whether this international airport is actually increasing the demand so drastically for my commercial zones. Probably it is. I'm hoping. Oh, there's one setting I want to change here. Guarding the parking. Shouldn't be allowed anywhere here. So deactivate the parking options here. We should fill up the parking lot quite significantly. Yeah, back to like a more normal level here. Also don't want to see any guys parking here or there. Yeah, that makes sense. Because the parking lot needs to be in use somehow. Yeah, but the biggest demand actually is indeed for commercial and industrial, meaning office, right now. Or maybe I can do some, let me check some tech offices, IT offices again. I think they must be in high demand as well. Okay, it's the pink one. I'm sorry, I was a bit confused here. So financial IT cluster. I think I need another IT cluster here. And then I can potentially also set up a new financial office zone, more likely. here. That should work. Financial, that's good. So you get some other offices here as well. So let's see what happens here. Okay, that was built up very, very fast and very quickly. So now I also want to set this here to leisure specialization, because that might also be fun to see. So that becomes quite big, quite huge here. That's kind of interfering with the airport, but either way, it's not the only one, or it would be the first airport that's packed and tightly. Oh, there are a lot of buses happening here. Loads of buses coming in. That's great. Always good to see that. Yeah, you do have time to switch lanes. But you didn't take the bus lane for whatever reason. Strange, huh? That whole airport thingy. I don't like this. So now, checking back in on my traffic, 82. Yeah, it's mainly, I think mainly due to the train line issue. Oh, this cleared? No. I wish it did, but it didn't. Did it? Oh, there are trains waiting. Yeah, there were a lot of trains waiting here. That's no longer that many. I think it's getting better slowly, which is good, at least here. But that one is getting worse. That's no good. This is no good. No, there's just many trains coming in, but it's not like being too many of those. Okay, it's slowly getting better. What other public transport thing do I have here? Ship, not an option here. Monorail. I had it and was quite disappointed, to be honest. Very, very much disappointed. Cable car. What is that? Oh, yeah, I get it. Cable car. Sorry for that question. Oh, this would be fun. Like from one part of the river to the other one. This would be really fun. Or maybe next time I'm going to include something like a cable car stop here and then have a gondola floating over the highway. That would be nice indeed. Okay, I'll just try something. I've never done this. Okay, I would need to set this up different. Yep, I want to just try this. Also this. I want to give it a try, like it's a fun project here. A project purely for fun. Nothing significant to mention here. Let's check it. Whether anyone would use this. I could even have used, I think, this as an extension here. This is just a fun project here. Yeah, it is definitely a fun project, but it works. It's easy and it works. I'm so amused, guys. I'm so amused. How much profit can this ever make? Like, how much? And again, don't want to see anyone parking here. So no here, no there. That's fun. That's fun. truly a fun project. So I'm getting close to my 100k, and I think as soon as I reached it, I will stop with this episode. Traffic 82. Well, not too bad. I was expecting a bit more, to be honest. When I was having a look at my subway thingy and whatnot, I'm more or less running into very, very bad things here. Why is that not moving? Yeah, I'll think about any additions in detail tomorrow. So, yeah, I've actually done a lot in this city, and I would like to thank you for staying tuned for such a long time. It's always so much fun, like playing City Skylines, because there will be always something like a new challenge here and there coming up, and you don't like even assume it. And I think, hopefully, yeah, I reached 100,000 citizens mark finally. Yeah, I'm quickly saving my game later here, but I just wanted to show you a couple of things that we achieved this episode. So what I built out massively is that kind of like entertainment, hotelery, but also yeah, commercial office whatnot district. Then I continued decorating my airport. I was running out of budget in this episode, and honestly I would have had to wait such a long time if I hadn't cheated, and I have to admit it, I just borrowed like 5 million. I do have a complete new subway layout. It's like all this area is basically covered right now, including that airport. I have no subways here yet, I believe. That's something that's about to change, hopefully soon. Yeah, and I did a couple of fixes, like train fixes and whatnot. I tried it at least. And the last thing I did was actually setting up a new train line. So the line itself, not the tracks, but the line itself. And I think so far, honestly, it's turning out to be a very, very, very beautiful, massive, whatever city. And I'm thinking about whether I should really use the 81 talisman. No, I think I shouldn't. I have to fix this train issue somehow. I don't know how yet. But I'll get to that at some point in time. And I think for now, I'm pretty good. I'm fine. So thanks again for watching me and following me throughout this episode. I would very much appreciate if you left me a follow, left me a like here. And yeah, I hope to see you soon back on my channel here. And I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Have a good one, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.